That is one of my favorite and strongest tier 3 creatures in the game. But is it worth its price tag? Well, let's go over the 3 fastest ways to get it and see how much it's truly worth. So if you click the buy creatures tab in the menu and scroll until you see the vote for a gacha, you will notice that it's here. Now if you want to obtain it, all you have to do is spin the gacha. But let's say your gacha is locked. What do we do? Well, it's locked because you don't have a token. I will make a separate video on how to get them. But once you get a token, you can go to the gacha and pray you get one whilst opening it. I personally was pretty lucky and got it on my 5th try, which is around 500 mushrooms. But let's say you don't trust your luck. Well, then try the other 2 ways to get it, which are much easier. The second way you can get it is by clicking either of these buttons. Then you can purchase it here in the creature store for 562 mushrooms. And the third one is by going to the trade realm. Here you can put up a message saying that you want to buy the creature, and then you're gonna have to wait for someone to come along that sells it. I personally found someone that's willing to sell it for 500, which is pretty cheap, but I did end up giving him 2000 to make his day. And since I already had one, I gave this random subscriber the one that I just bought. Anyways, which buying method is the best for you? Well, let's look at the pros and cons of each way. When it comes to trading, you can obtain it really quickly. The only downside is that it's a little bit more expensive than the gacha. Here you can get it for as little as 100 mushrooms, but you might not get it at all. And then we have the creature shop. Because you buy a stored version, you don't have to grow it, but keep in mind that you do not own the species, which means that if you die, you cannot play as it again. And on top of that, it is really expensive. Even more expensive than buying the species. Considering that it's around 500 with each buy method, I'd say you can just choose whatever method you prefer. It's a great price for a tier 3, but is it actually worth getting the species? Well, let's take a closer look at its stats. We're gonna do some in-game testing to fill these out. So basically, we're gonna hunt down this little Magno. Our stamina is really good as we can see right now, but stamina isn't everything. Does it do enough damage? Well, we're about to find out. Oh, wait a second. That is a lot more damage than I thought. It also has burn on top of that. So if I were to make the stats, I would make them something like this. So if that matches your playstyle, I'd say get it. Anyways, I hope this video helped you out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.